Welcome back, After Buzzers. Tonight we're discussing Love and Hip Hop Season 7, Episodes 8 and 9. So we're talking Tokyo Insanity. We're talking Team Rashida. And we're going to be discussing Saving Sierra right here. Tune in. Coming up next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Poke it out, whoa, bad bitch, poke it out, poke it out, poke it out, bad ass, poke it out, new watch, ice watch.
Shout out to Playboy Cardi. For those who are listening in, we are jamming on set to poke it out.
I feel like going to the club now, okay?
So it's two of us in the house tonight, but we're going to be breaking down these two episodes, and we're going to do it like only we can. I'm your boy, DJ Richie Scott. Who do I have with me tonight?
I miss Conversation Piece, and I don't know. I think all of them need saving if I have to say so myself.
I believe it. So listen, tonight we're going to be discussing a lot of Sierra because, I mean, her storyline is kind of dominating. A little bit about Spice, too, because she's causing a ruckus with Tommy. And then we're going to talk some insanity with Tokyo. But we got some special, segments coming up at the end of the show. So be sure to stick around for that. And we got some news and gossip for y'all. So don't go anywhere. So first things first, what are your thoughts on these two past episodes?
Well, I don't think this one that just passed 9 was kind of like a filler, but it was more action in 8. Mm-hmm. But this story is just a continual buildup of mess. And I love it. No, I'm just
my big thing is, kind of going back to this whole Tokyo situation. What do you make about this whole situation with her?
I think she should just give it up. I mean, not to him, though, because I don't think he would be a good choice. He's not really down for you, girl. But find someone who is and just give that thing up and just try it. You might like it.
He does seem like, continuing from episode to episode, he seems kind of all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I feel like if she's saving herself to God knows when, she might want to find somebody else.
But this is
a pastor, maybe.
This is the thing. She said it wasn't religious, so I don't know what her reason is. I don't think it.
How old is she?
She's like 26. She's older.
You 26 and you ain't ever had none. That's a long time. I mean, I don't know about for anybody else out there because now we're going to get all in your business. But listen, that's a very, very long time. 26.
Well, once you
might as well wait till 30.
If you never did it, you don't miss it. We only miss it because we did it.
You have a point there.
You never can't miss them. You never had.
She's talking some sense tonight.
Lord.
So, I want to get into. Well, first of all, do you think she's going to give it up ever at this point? To anybody on the show?
Eventually, she.
Because I feel like somebody on the show going to come for it.
For Tokyo? I don't think so.
Jock.
Not even.
Jock.
No.
It's going to be Jock. Jock going to slide in there like he do everybody else.
I think Stevie J would before Jock. Isn't he friends? Isn't Jock friends with her man Tobias?
This is Love and Hip Hop.
So it doesn't matter.
It don't matter. And you see how Tobias is all over the place with her friends. I don't think it make a difference.
I don't know. Carly's been with everybody, so she doesn't count.
I mean, this is true.
She's harmless at this point. We know that.
This is true. I want to know what your thoughts are about Spice. Overall,
I love
what do you
Spice.
think about her?
I love Jamaicans. I think she's aggressive. She is a real one for stepping to Tommy. I like that because she was like, "Look, you're late. Be on time when you're working with me. Put her in check." And nobody else is putting Tommy in check. So I like Spice. Give me some spiciness. I love it.
Yeah, she's a little loud and stuff.
She's louder than Tommy? Not. No.
But she's loud, though.
But she's Jamaican, so she just sounds louder because of the accent. She's not really louder.
The accent makes her sound loud.
It makes her sound like... You don't know what she's saying, because if you knew what she was saying, it wouldn't be that loud.
Okay. To me, I'm on the fence about her. Because it's so interesting to me because several people here seem to be taking very major roles in the storylines, and I kind of almost am like, wow, like they just came in out of the blue for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that too. I feel like so many new people that I don't know what to do. Like, I feel like they're replacing the cast slowly but surely. But it's like, are these the best replacements we can find here?
That is the question, because I mean, for me, I think with this particular franchise, I mean, I feel like they were still developing stories with so many other people who just happened to make appearances in tonight's episode, well, episode 9. So I'm hoping that we get to see more of these past characters coming in. But first, you know, since we're talking about, you know, all things, you know, reality television, and we're talking about dispensing all this crazy advice to these people, why don't you tell us what Maria Menounos has going on and what kind of advice she's getting?
Maria has a lot of advice, and you guys make sure you tune in every Friday because you can have fun, you can have learn some things, you can grow in all areas of your life just by listening to her podcast, Conversations with Maria Menounos, and it is our AfterBuzz TV founder, and she does a lot of great things, and she can tell you all about it on her podcast. It features celebrity and influencer interviews along with secrets and tips on how to be better in all aspects of life, from health and wellness to careers, relationships, and finances. So make sure you tune in each and every Friday and tell her the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta panel sent you there. And make sure you like and comment and subscribe.
Every Friday, y'all, free 99.
Yeah.
You know who could potentially use some good old advice from Maria is Mama D.
Do she?
Listen.
Mama got her nip tucked. Like, first of all, that's risky to go through the surgery. So
What did she get done?
she got her boobs, her tummy tuck, and her butt done. So she's going to find her new
she
man.
got a whole new midsection. Okay.
A torso.
I mean,
She got a new torso.
she got a torso lift. Listen, she looked good with her storm wig on. I mean, you know, I gotta give it to her for that. But what you think about that performance? I really meant to get the name of
I
that
don't
song.
understand why Mama D still rapping.
Is
Why?
that what
Why
she's
is Lil
doing?
Scrappy still rapping? No, I'm just playing. But
Is that what Mama D's doing? Is that rapping?
no, what she's doing? I just want her to stop.
It sounds
I
like
just want her to
heavily
stop.
auto-tuned talking.
I want her to stop. She's like that cha-cha slide to the left. She didn't do those kind of songs. Did she do one like that though? She did. I gotta find that Mama D song. We're gonna do that. I wish we had a break. I will find it. But she did make a cha-cha slide song, and I think that's her lane. There's nothing wrong with that. She will be at all the barbecues. That's her lane. That's Mama D lane, I think.
Listen, she had a little dance going and everything. I was like, what is happening
She
here?
taught Lil Scrappy everything he knows. So.
Well, speaking of, you know, teaching, she's actually talking a lot about Scrappy and his baby mama, and basically broadcasting to the world that, you know, Bam is pregnant.
So if Scrappy told his mama, he knew that the world wouldn't know the next, hour or so. I don't think he thought she was going to keep the secret. Did
I mean, but to, you know, get on stage and announce it. And why wasn't he there at the performance?
he's tending to his baby mother.
Where were him and Bam? Because that doesn't make sense. I mean, if your mom's performing and she a rapper, Lil' Kim style. And
I think he's embarrassed. I would be. Like, Mama, sit down. Last time she performed, her tooth fell out. You remember that?
Yes.
I'm like, Mama, sit down, please. I would be so embarrassed.
She just can't help herself. I mean, she back and looking good. So, you know, what can we tell her? What do you think about Erica coming back for like that drive by? You miss Erica?
I didn't miss her, and now she's friends with Mama D. So it's like, where's the drama? I need
Right.
to just scream at someone or something.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I was hoping to see more of Scrappy, Bam, and maybe something going on with that whole situation.
Even if Erica came back with some kind of evolution of life, like she's bossed up, I still don't.
You're not here for her.
I think she would probably still sleep with Scrappy if he came on to her. Like, I mean, he's married now, but I think she might.
So otherwise, you saying she ain't got nothing going on.
Basically.
Well, and there you have it. She's not in the titles. Speaking of people who are not in the titles, we have a lot of those as main characters right now. So I want to touch on. I can never remember this girl's name.
Keely?
Keely came out of nowhere. That's who it is.
I'm
Keely who
annoyed with
came
her.
out of nowhere. Why can't I remember her name ever? Anyway, she again is, she has a prime space in the storyline after being attacked with a pocketbook by Sierra. Last time we saw her, this time she is pretty much fighting with her baby daddy. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't. We hadn't seen him before.
No, and I predicted this. I don't think you were here that time, but I said he's gonna make an appearance on the show. When they started talking about, she got a secret baby daddy, I was like, oh, he's gonna make an appearance, and this is gonna be an ongoing thing, and this is her, like, staple to make her
A central character.
on the show.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean, here's the thing. I don't necessarily mind it because I feel like she has personality. Clearly. But it's just like so much of the season so far, I mean, from what we're seeing, I would have thought or preferred that we would see more of Erica.
Erica who, Mina?
Yeah. I feel like I'm not seeing as much of her in a central storyline.
I don't think she brought anything but the sidekick to Estelita, because she's not making music. She's not getting with Jazzy Faye like she did when she got on a jet with the Phantom. We didn't see no more Phantoms after that. Where's your Phantom, Erica? I haven't seen it since that drop off.
If you playing a sidekick to Estelita, you need a new gig. You need a brand new gig at this point in time.
And now Estelita is sleeping with Stevie, and how does she backslide like
doing
that?
all of this crying about how she's being mistreated, and
all Stevie has to do is say, "You're my favorite," and she was like, "Oh, he does believe in me."
Girl.
And that beefcake, I mean, it must be a magic stick that 50 Cent was talking about. Because Stevie, I'm just gonna always stay away from him. I remember they had a casting call for his video, and they were telling me to go audition. I'm like, no, thank you. I'm good.
You wouldn't be in a Stevie J video?
I don't think I'm made for that.
Every time I think about Stevie, and we have all of, okay, so I don't want to be insensitive because I feel like what I'm about to say could be perceived that way, but I just feel like he's along the lines of like Harvey Weinstein and people like that. I mean,
I don't think so. I think they're willing. They're willing, and I think they're. I can't say the word. I was gonna say, dematized, not hypnotized, dematized.
In my mind, the way if you look at the situation objectively, right, they portray it on the show like he's a pimp, right? But if in actuality, if you creeping up to these ladies' rooms, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of the night, you know what I'm saying, tapping on their doors.
I don't think he's drugging them though.
Well, I mean, I just feel like it's borderline that type of behavior. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I think you can say no, because I've had a guy come on to me and I didn't want it, and I'm like, no, I'm not coming over there at 2 a.m. No.
I guess the similarity for me is that he's in a position of power and he's using that to his advantage.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that can try you, but are you going to take that advance? Like, people do it all the time.
It's such a
just say no, girl.
It's such a gray
some people don't have
area
integrity, or
I think you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, that's it. So they just do whatever it takes. And then Stevie is whatever it takes.
Dang. I mean, you got like how many kids and you can't even pay for them. So I would think after a while you might want to find you some consistent, like a consistent boo. You know what I'm saying?
That was Jocelyn, but she was crazy. None of these people can keep a consistent boo. And then what really bothers me about this episode is this girl that keeps popping up. I don't like her. You're a homewrecker.
Right.
And you won't go away. Like, he pays child support now. What more do you want? Oh, you want him to be in the life.
She wants to be part of the story.
She wants him, or does she want him to really be a father?
I think she want to be part of the story. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she you know, she got her little come up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, did she have a boob job? It looked like.
I feel like she done got enhanced in some type
Yeah,
of way.
but her wig was on the side. Did you? I don't understand because it looked like it was supposed to be in the middle, but she was trying to give it a little flavor and put it the side part. It didn't look right. It looked like it was lopsided. It wasn't the look.
She to me is asking for a beatdown.
Yeah, if you keep popping up, especially when Rashida has a whole team, like they said, this is Team Rashida. The whole part, like if Rashida would have been there, I think the whole party might have threw the girl out. Because everybody there was Rashida's friend, right?
Right, but I think everybody know Rashida not really gonna get about it like that with that girl.
I know, that's why Spice is doing it, and that's why I like Spice.
Oh yeah.
I need a friend like Spice.
Yeah, everybody needs a friend like Spice. Loud.
Because Spice will tell you. No,
Ghetto.
she's telling. Well, I think they all are. Tommy, she needs to hear the truth. And like Stefan always says, she has a problem with the bottle. And everybody's saying it. You know? And
Well,
but Spice is telling her to her face. She's grabbing a drink. She's throwing it on the ground. I think she needs that tough love. And I like that. Spice is giving it.
Let's get into Tommy for a second then, since we on the topic. You think she has a drinking problem?
She says she doesn't, but she says she loves to drink. So, is that a problem?
It's always hard to tell with these types of shows. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like sometimes, and y'all again stay tuned because we got some news regarding Tommy right at the end of the show. But sometimes I feel like if I doing a show like that, I feel like I would have to drink.
I would too.
I would have to drink. I would have to, like, on the way over to film the scene, I would have to have me some in the car, and while in the car service or whatever they driving around in, I would have to have something in order to get me through whatever's about to occur. Because in every scene, something about to occur. You know, somebody about to spill some beans about the person you dating. You just don't know. So I would always have to be like, let me get my mind right for this. So in that regard, it's like, is it that? Is production supplying her with the booze?
No, I think she was like this before. Like remember she started her own wine company and it was.
So it makes sense that she product promotes and placements and all that good stuff.
I think she just likes to drink and turn up and she's living life. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a problem because I don't know how much she's doing it. But it can start to become a whirlwind when you go out every night and you're drinking every night. Then it's like you don't even notice it because it's social, you know?
Honestly, that was the reason why I stopped DJing as much as I used to, because I felt like it was a party life. You know what I'm saying? People are just handing you drinks back to back, and that's like your entire weekend. And then you wake up on Monday and you're like, what happened? And then you start all over again on Thursday. Like, it's crazy. So I get it, but it's like, what's the line between drinking problem?
If you wake up in the
and
morning
turning up?
and have to drink.
Okay.
If you have to have a drink in the afternoon, if you're like, damn, I need a drink a lot, then I think that's the problem. If you're drinking and driving, if you had to get a DUI, that's problems. Those are problems.
Well, we'll catch up with Tommy and all things going on with her in just a little bit. I want to, kind of turn our attention to Ciara.
Poor her. Every episode, she gets told something or...
I feel like she is the new Mimi.
Let's think about that for a second. No, because those girls ain't like Jocelyn was to me.
Well, it's not, maybe not with the whole Jocelyn situation, but like the sort of heroine / victim that's always going through the stuff with the men and always finding out stuff. And it's kind of like, I feel like they position us to be on her side. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that was how they did Mimi in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're
pre-sex tape.
We're figuring out who is replacing who. So who is Keely replacing? Because Estelita and Erica Mena are replacing Jocelyn. They're a duo for Jocelyn. Then we got who we just said?
Sierra.
Sierra is Mimi. So
She's the girl that's, I mean, because think about it, all the girls kind of rally around her, you know what I'm saying, in the same way that they kind of did Mimi in the beginning. So I just feel like, you know,
and I don't think Carly going anywhere. She's
Carly
just
ain't
gonna
going.
be messy.
No, Carly is loving hip hop Atlanta.
She gonna have another boyfriend. She
Okay.
gonna find her a man.
Carly keeps the mess going, so they need her. They do. They really need her. So I mean, I feel like, you know, she not going nowhere. But
And then Spice, and then Tokyo.
that's going to be a very interesting situation coming up in a few episodes. But we'll get to that in a second too. But yeah, I feel like they're positioning Sierra to be the hero.
Well, it could work. I mean, I'm kind of liking her. Like, I like the interaction her and BK had when they went on a little carriage ride. That was nice.
Yeah.
Like, I like seeing those type of things on camera because it's like sometimes these guys need some ideas. You need to know how to treat a woman, take her on a carriage ride, buy her flowers, massage her feet, all that stuff. Show that on TV because these guys don't know what to do these days.
But the question is, how many other women is he doing that for? Because now it seems like, the ladies all get together. Tommy's then heard some rumblings about him having 2 additional children. So do you think that he is on the up and up?
I think most attractive men with money that are romantic like that probably got 2 or 3 little slides that you might not know about.
Slide. Break down the definition of slide, if you will, for the
They
audience.
slide through with the quickness when they call you. They sliding through.
Yeah, and so he might. But she might be the main one because you never can say until you have made it official. You can't really say, oh, you can't be doing nothing with nobody else.
Well, he was trying to make it official. Remember, around the funeral time, he was like, "What's up, Sierra? What's good with you?" And she was like, "My husband, he needs me." And he had a problem with that. He didn't want to hear no conversation about the husband. So I feel like, how can he take her seriously? She ain't signed those papers. So Sierra can't say nothing until she signed a paper.
That is true. You have a very valid point there. So whatever he doing on the side or whatever, like at this, well, if he has other kids, because I think there's more accusations coming up with him, but if he does have other kids, I mean, that is really completely within the realm of possibility. But he says it's not true. So, who you going to believe? The chick in the DMs or you going to believe him?
Because girls do be lying and starting mess. How you know? You need receipts. Now, you give me receipts, some DNA, a signed birth certificate.
She said DNA.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, we need
Bring
receipts.
me the paperwork.
Receipts. Yeah.
Bring the paperwork.
Anybody can DM and try to mess up a happy home. Because, when you know how you post stuff on Instagram, like, oh, my boo bought me some flowers. He took me on a carriage ride. Oh, let me slide in her DM and end her night right now. You feel me? Like, that's what they be doing.
Why are people like that?
Because they haters.
Why is that? Why is it that when people know you happy, everybody coming out the woodworks with
a story.
with a story, or trying to do the sneak attack and get with that person? Because, like, that's so crazy to me.
That's why you got to keep it under wraps and keep it on the low and then bring it out
Right.
later.
When that's secure. I don't know. Who I wonder why we don't see anymore. Maybe she just doesn't have any relevance in all this. Is Arian?
I think she left when around the K Michelle leaving time.
Interesting.
So who was she friends with? She was friends with Mimi.
Yeah.
I don't think she really, because she couldn't sing, and then she tried to sing, and then she was just Mimi's friend. So I was like, what really could she do if she wasn't really gonna bring anything? And then,
Right.
but you know what? She's a lesbian though. Maybe she turned Mimi out. I'm just wondering because
Ain't that funny though?
Mimi is a lesbian now.
Isn't that's so funny to me because like
Maybe they fell out. Are they still friends?
I have no idea. I never, You know, I used to sort of follow them a little bit more closely on social media, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
follow them as much anymore since their storylines diminished greatly.
Yeah.
You know?
Arian, I don't think there was a. You know, some people disappear. You don't even miss them. Erica, Arian, whoever. I'm good. We miss Jocelyn though.
I will say that we do miss Jocelyn a lot. You know, I just don't think that there's any way you can replace her.
Yeah, I
At this
think
point in time, you got to find a really dynamic situation. It can't just be the person. It's got to be the situation that they in that is so outrageous, and then they got to have a personality to match. So with Jocelyn, you had like just a fireball like that just made sense for television, and so now we don't have that anymore.
yeah.
But you know, we have the Keeleys and we have the Spices and we have the Tommies.
What about the Tia and Jasmine? Now, this is what threw me off. When Tia and Jasmine met up, and then Tia was like, Tia. She was like, you got to go to this party and turn up on Kirk. I'm like, why are you encouraging her?
She's encouraging this girl to roll
To
up
sign
on
her
Kirk
death certificate.
and so roll up on Kirk and Rashida to have a moment
In public
in the public eye.
with her friends around.
Like, she had to know that wasn't gonna roll. And then Kirk, with his cowardly, you know, you see how quick he made his way out of there.
He was right to do that because it's like he right. I just got in the house. Look, you're not gonna mess it up for me. I don't understand what Jasmine wants.
I told you she want to be a part of that family.
Well,
She gonna be.
did Kirk tell her he was
She gonna
leaving?
be living in that house after a while.
Did Kirk tell her she was leaving because he was leaving her Rashida or something because she's doing.
I feel like he did. At some point in time, I feel like he probably said, you know, it's just gonna be me and you, or it could have been the fact that, you know, she was just at a certain point in time content with getting her rent paid for and all of the other whatever else he was doing for her. And then maybe that wasn't enough anymore.
But I don't understand the concept of being a broke stripper because when she was talking to the Tia girl,
I almost fell out my chair.
I'm just saying you're a stripper. How I mean, I guess if a guy offers to pay your rent, why not accept it? But I don't know. If you're a stripper,
The phone though, what I want to know is, and I don't, because I know people that do this, like bottle girls.
Oh.
So that's what
Tia.
Tia says she does, right? So
For
if
years.
she does that, and she says she's not leaving because she currently still does it. That money must be really good. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, so you as the bottle girl are making more than the stripper.
that's what I'm saying.
That's backwards.
Yeah.
Unless you just ain't doing something right.
And I don't know, like, is there a retirement age for stuff like that? Because she says she's been doing it for years. I'm just wondering because it's like, even if the money is good, shouldn't you still have the mental capacity to flip that into a business where you don't have to continue to do
Want something else? Like,
Yeah.
I think, you know, okay, let's say we making $1,000 a night.
Yeah, right.
Right? So if I'm making $1,000 a night and I'm thinking to myself, for real,
3 nights in a row.
three
So
nights in a row, I'm making
That's-
rent, you know what I'm saying, in one weekend. And you making a pretty good chunk of change. In my mind, I'm thinking like you should be investing that or something like that because I know you ain't spending all that. You can't be spending all that.
And you can't
And then so
want to be a bottle girl your whole life.
no, like at a certain point in time, I feel like that's a good transition job. Like I'm making this money, I'm paying off some bills, you know, I'm taking care of business, I'm saving up for X, Y, and Z, and then you go to the next thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I feel like at a certain age, you got to be like, okay, what do I want to really do?
Right.
You know what?
Especially when you have all those kids. You got like 5 kids. You gotta have something to leave your kids, not for the right now. You know?
And you're a bottle girl. Okay. That's no shade to any bottle girls out there if you're listening. We are not bottle shaming you. But at a
Right.
certain point in time, we just think that there should be some evolution.
Right. The retirement plan. 401k.
Boom. So we talked a little bit about bottle girls. We talked a little about, you know, I do want to kind of mention to everybody that if you are tuning in to us on YouTube, also be sure to tune in on the podcast edition so that you can actually get your fill with us right there as well. I want to get into the special segment that we have for the night.
Okay, you guys, if you tune in each and every week, you get to play Guess That Bar with me and DJ Richie. He won one time, but I think that was it. But he never gets them right, so let's see if he gets these right.
Talk to him.
Talk to him, yes!
Yes.
I like that drop right there. Go, Bree.
Oh, here we go.
All right. First of all, let me say, you can't accuse me of all the things that you know that I'm guilty of. That you are guilty of. I'm sorry. I see that's easy for you to blame everything on me. If that's the case, I should go have my fun and do all the things you say I do. Boy, I can't continue to take this from you.
Is that K Michelle?
No.
It's a female, right?
It's female.
Oh, it's got to be a female.
You got it wrong. It's I Should Have Cheated by Keisha Cole.
Oh, I knew like it was close to that. That is so crazy. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's play again. All right. It was hard to find a brother that was down for me. So I'm telling everybody let him. Because he's mine and I can't take no pigeons trying to take my baby. So I thought I had to let you know. Find someone that you can call your own because now you're walking in a danger zone. And if you touch him, you'll be wrong.
Wait, read that last part again.
If you touch him, you'll be wrong because now you're walking in a danger zone. And if you touch, you'll be wrong.
Let me tell y'all, listening, in the listening audience, she does not make this easy.
I pick songs that go with. Okay, so the clue is everybody is trying to take everybody's man. So that's the clue. That's why I chose this song. Like, that's why I said I should have cheated. Because Rashida, just cheat, girl. Just
one time.
Right, get back in.
One time for the one time.
All right, you ain't gonna get this one. Don't mess with my man, Nivea. Yes.
That's some magic right there.
All right, I know you're going to get this one now, Richie.
All right.
All right, if you get this one, this is like a bonus. So you really get to win.
Bonus round.
All right. I think I did it again. I made you believe we were more than just friends. Ooh, baby. It might seem like a crush, but it doesn't mean I'm serious. Because to lose all my senses, that's just so typically me. Oh, baby, baby.
I'm hearing it I'm hearing the
Come on, Richie.
I'm gonna be so disappointed if you don't get this.
Come on, baby.
It's not Ashanti, is it?
Go, baby. Bree, hit him. Hey.
No, you know what? Y'all tried it with that one. Y'all really tried it with that one.
I did it again. You lost. And you lost. Come on, Richie. You a DJ. Oops.
Let me tell you something. I can't even remember the last time I played that song.
Yeah, thanks for playing Guess That Bar.
You know what? I hate all of you. But I'm going to come in strong next week.
All right.
I'm going to come in strong next week.
You can take over if you want to, and then I'll guess. If you want to try.
No, because you're making me feel like I gotta go refresh or something like that. Like go look at some lyrics. I don't know what's going. Listen, I can't.
All right, so
and I'm low-key embarrassed.
You can't be more embarrassed than Jock and how they're acting in his beauty salon that he's about to open. So it was a battlefield there.
That was crazy. Like Sierra confronting her man in front of everybody. Mm-hmm. That's a no-no, boo. That's a no-no. Like, why would you do that there? I would never do that there. Never. You're just asking to be broke up with. On GP.
But if he's wrong, is she wrong? It should be done in private.
I feel like that kind of question should be done in private. She could have pulled him off to the side. They standing all in the semicircle, and she going like, yo, you got some extra kids? Like, Tommy standing right there looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is like, this is a mess. And then Jasmine rolls up like, what?
She deserves to be kicked out. But this is the thing. Is production sending her to do this? Because I don't understand why she keeps going to Pressed, going to the party. Like, obviously, Rashida doesn't want to talk to you.
I don't know, but I feel like she's not gonna stop until she get a beat down. And I kind of thought that Spice was gonna give it to her.
Wait, let me see. Shout out to China Doll and Shamonica Thomas in the chat. Thank you guys for tuning in and engaging with us. We appreciate it. And yeah.
We'll be responding to everybody
yes.
afterwards as well. So keep chatting with us.
Yeah.
I want to get into some news and gossip right now.
Okay.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So, you know how Tommy and Spice got into that heated debate over the sick pig, which caused Tommy to be late. You know, Spice made a comment about it on her Instagram page, and somebody else from, I guess maybe her team or somebody else like that commented about kind of agreeing with her that Tommy shouldn't have been late. So Tommy actually responded and was like, you know, I've never been late to anything in my life. Well, I mean, you know, this is what she's saying. So then she followed that up with an IG story. And she's basically saying that she was alleging that production sort of coerced Spice to make it seem like she was late for the story. Mm-hmm. Because she was like, I wasn't late. Everybody who knows me and knows that situation knows I wasn't late. And she also let us know that she paid for all of that studio time herself. And she's the one who's been introducing Spice to all of these producers and whatnot that Spice has been connected with.
Wait a minute. So I thought Spice was like a big Jamaican artist.
Well, she is a big Jamaican artist, but I don't know if she got big Jamaican money like that. I mean, who knows? I don't know. I'm just going off what the streets are saying. The streets are also saying that since we were talking about Tommy having some type of alcohol problem, it's alleged that she is being forced to wear an alcohol like bracelet monitor.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not like an ankle bracelet to keep her in the house too, or just for the alcohol.
Just the monitoring.
That sounds like a real problem right there.
Yeah. So I mean, there may be something more to this whole situation with Tommy and this whole alcohol thing, and I think we're going to see a lot more of that.
Does she need to go to rehab?
You know what? I don't know, but I mean, I feel like when people go to rehab, they have the best time. I mean, they don't have to do nothing.
Ooh. Have you been?
I've never been.
I don't think that's fun. You go through withdrawals.
I've just heard this. But you know, some people have like addictions and they're not that bad and they just want to kind of get away from life so that they can focus on what it is that they need to focus on. Because a lot of times people will abuse alcohol and drugs because, not me, I'm just saying this is what I hear, because they want to escape from problems in their lives. And so that gives them that time to really focus on those issues and then come out hopefully in a better position.
Well, we're going to hope that Tommy gets it together.
We're going to lift up a prayer for her.
Maybe she just really needs to monitor so it can actually show her, this is how much you're drinking, girl. Like,
perhaps.
You need to drink some water, at least 8 glasses, and then cut down on the 8 glasses or 8 bottles of wine.
Because for me, I'm like, when I'm drinking, I know when I get to a certain point, I'm like, oh, no, we're not going to have no more. Like,
my limit is 4. If, you know what I'm saying?
My limit these days is about 2 or 3, honestly.
Yeah.
I just have slowed it down gradually, you know, and got to the point where now 2 drinks, I'm buzzed, and I'm good for the night, honestly.
Well, I'm saying like 4 hours, 1 an hour, I think. I don't know. I space it out.
Hanging out with Tommy.
Don't say that, please.
I'm just kidding. JK. So I want to get into some predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
What is gonna happen? I don't know.
What do you think is gonna occur?
Man, I think Sierra is definitely gonna mess it up with BK, or maybe BK messes up with Sierra. It's just not gonna work. That's what's gonna happen. And then Erica Mena, I don't think she's doing anything useful.
No, I don't think so.
She
either.
didn't make a splash like we thought she would.
No, she
So-
did not.
I think she may get diminished. I think they're bringing too many new people. It's just like,
What do you think is going to happen with this situation with Spice and Tokyo? Because I'm sensing that there's going to be some tension because old boy linked up with Spice at the kind of end of this episode.
I think Tokyo is actually kind of level-headed. Like, she will talk to you and see what's going on first, and then. But
I feel like they're going. I feel like that. I'm like, I don't know
do
why.
she really like Tobias? Because he messing up too. Like,
I mean, of course, it's like they're not gonna blame the dude. They're gonna blame each other.
I think everybody's just gonna be single in a couple episodes. It's not gonna work for her. I mean, Rashida, she ain't going nowhere, of course.
Well, this is what, since you mentioned her, this is what I predict. I predict that her and Kurt gonna be back on the team, like back together, because his mom passed.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like, when somebody loses somebody like that, it really does become very challenging to hold their previous actions against them.
Well, wait. Now we talking about Sierra a couple maybe the beginning of the season or midway where Shooter's son was killed, and they are in the same kind of situation where they were kind of separated or having a marriage issue. So I just think Rashida's not gonna leave. Like, it doesn't have.
That's what I think. I don't think she's. I just think Rashida was
it
not
doesn't have
going to leave.
It doesn't have anything to do with the
But
mother.
now she has an excuse
Okay.
to stay. You know what
All
I'm
right.
saying? I feel like now, because everybody, even Erica was like, girl, like, make him wait. Spice, like, make him wait some time. Like, at the end of the day, she wants to be back with him. And I feel like she was only keeping that distance because she knew what it looked like if she just went right back to him. So now I feel like for her, I mean, unfortunate for Kirk that happened, but I feel like that just gives her an easy opening to say, oh, I want to be here for him right now. I can't let him go through this alone.
That's why I picked Oops, I Did It Again, because he did it and he got away with it again.
There's one other thing that I meant to. Oh, you know what else? I mean, this is kind of related back to news and gossip, but also prediction, because I feel like you might have hit the nail on the head wrong with Sierra and BK, because I feel like I was doing some Insta stalking earlier and I came across her page. And just recently she posted like photos of the two of them, like just all, like it was like a couple of photos actually. So I don't know if that's for the sake of the story or if that's actually what's happening in real time right now, but it looks like they're still together.
Oh, well, maybe I should follow her.
Yeah.
All right, my other prediction would be then she's not going to sign the paper and then they're going to break up later. So they might still be together, but I don't think she's going to leave Shooter. I don't think she's going to sign the papers because she's taking too long to sign them.
I'm like, girl, are the papers sitting at home on your desk or something like that? You ain't got no pen at home? What's happening?
Right.
It's honestly like, I don't, maybe because I've never been through a divorce, but I always feel like, I think I heard Steve Harvey talking about this, and you always listen with Steve talking. But I feel like he said it's something like there's phases of a divorce, right? There's the separation period, right? And then there's the, I guess the drawing up of the paperwork period. And then there's the, sort of arbitration if there has to be any. But all these different periods take up time. So I feel like at a certain point in time, you gotta know
It's
we
over.
have gone through this period, and this period, and this period. Okay, girl, you got the paperwork, sign it.
Right. Well, this is what I also heard from Will and Jada Smith. So, Jada has her own talk show now, and she was saying that she started dating Will when he was in the middle of his divorce. And sometimes she feel like she maybe should have backed off a little bit. But I feel like if it's love, I don't know.
Well, that's the thing
But
that Steve was saying too. He was kind of on that same. He was kind of agreeing with the way Jada went about it because he was kind of saying that, you know, because you've already gone through these periods, you know it's over.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're starting to date somebody else during one of those final periods, it's okay.
Well, this is the thing I don't believe is okay because I think you need time to heal. Like if you go through a divorce, you need that. Just like if you go through a breakup, you might not need a year, but if you were actually married for years, you need time to just adjust because you're gonna be like waking up in the middle of the night, baby, and you're like, oh, who is this?
Don't call that man by the wrong name, girl.
Right.
Don't
You
do
gonna be
that.
you need time to get that out your system.
Well, I feel like we haven't seen Shooter in a minute, have we? Like, so I don't. But you know,
But
everybody
okay,
pops
if
up
that's
on
the
this
case,
show.
then where's the paperwork? Get him out of there. You
Sign
got a carriage ride and massages and stuff. What is the holdup?
And interestingly enough, based on her Instagram alone, and I mean, you know, everything on Instagram is true. She seems to be doing quite well financially for herself.
Oh yes, her hair is always laid.
So I feel like her salons and her microblading and everything else that she does, I feel like it does pretty much probably pay the bills for her. So I don't feel like she's the type of chick who's ever going to need to be financially dependent on another dude. So I really want, because I feel like they're making her the main story.
But you know what it might be? She might have more money than Shooter and might have to end up paying him spousal support. So maybe that's the holdup on the papers.
That could be true as well. Because, I mean, like I said, if you just going through her page, she appears to be very successful. Mm-hmm. And
That might be why. That's a good reason because I remember on Love and Hip Hop New York when Yandy and Mendices were about to get married and she didn't sign the papers for them to actually get married because she didn't want to have to pay his baby mama's child support while he's in jail. So financial issues can be a setback. So, I mean, maybe BK is understanding and that's why they're still together. Maybe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, they seem to be like two bosses together. So, I mean, in my mind, I kind of hope they make it work. But I feel like this show was going to do everything that they possibly can to pull them apart.
I hope it works if he's not, those extra babies aren't his. Like, if he's that good guy that he's portraying himself to be, then why not? Mm-hmm.
We shall see. I also predict some sort of mess occurring between Tommy and Carly Red because Tommy is working with Sean Garrett. I feel like they teased that a little bit tonight, but I feel like we're gonna see a little bit more of that later.
Tommy, stop messing with Carly, man. Out there.
You know she's just doing that just because.
But Sean Garrett, he's actually a very talented writer. So
he is. Very talented writer, producer, so hopefully, you know, she can make some more hits a la Mama D.
Oh, we should, next week we have to pick Tommy's song, because she released it.
It came out already?
Yeah.
The one with her and Spice?
No, the one with her and Black Youngster.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm here for that, so maybe
yeah.
we'll do that during the intro, and we'll get a little Tommy right at the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be very nice if we can get a little Tommy to call into the show, so
Come
we're gonna,
on,
you know,
Skype us, girl.
We're gonna speak that into the atmosphere, but until then, tell us where they can find you on social media.
You can find me on Instagram at Conversation Piece or Twitter, MISS Combo Piece. Holla at me right here every week. Check me out on Love and Hip Hop Panel.
Yep. And you guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at DJ Richie Sky. You guys be sure to share this, comment, like it again, share it again, and keep talking to us because we want to continue the conversation. Until next week, we'll see you guys right here.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.